was fun. So Shazam, Fury of the Gods is the long-awaited sequel. Or Shazam, well, I guess not that long. The first one came out in 2019. But, I mean, the pandemic kind of made everything seem long, so... But with the restructuring of DC Studios and the new direction, it kind of makes me feel like this movie means nothing. Because we all know that The Flash is going to reset the majority of the DCEU, now just the DCU. So it's like, does Shazam even matter? Maybe? Maybe. There's some after credit scenes, mid credits and an after credits that kind of make it seem like maybe this is going to continue. And honestly, I hope it does. Zachary Levi, he is a great Shazam. So I think this does have potential to fit into the new James Gunn, Peter Safran DCU. So in this one, the Daughters of Atlas, which there are three. Turns out there are three, not just Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu. They're out for revenge because that's every villain's motive. Revenge. Because the way humans treated the gods. They trapped the gods and they only were able to escape because Shazam broke the staff at the end of the first movie. And to no surprise, only really one of them is a true villain. And you can kind of tell right away as Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren, they show up immediately. It's like the first scene that they show up. And just the demeanor between them, you can tell which one is actually going to be the main villain. So that you can see coming. And again, the motives, nothing we haven't seen before. It's revenge. Like we've seen the motive of revenge for villains a million fucking times. But both Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu, they are great, especially Helen Mirren. Even at her age, like, she can be menacing as fuck, man. She's amazing. So the main point for at least the Shazam family, or the Marvel family, whatever you want to call them, is family. You know, they want to do, or at least Shazam, Billy Batson, wants to do everything together. No one is to go out on their own and, like, spread their wings. Everything's got to be together, and it's, you know, in the end, he kind of reveals why he has these insecurities and why he doesn't want to do things alone and why he doesn't want other people to do things alone. So it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of stereotypical. But the story as a whole, it does keep you engaged. You do want to know what's going to happen next because there's a lot going on. You know, from the Daughters of Atlas wanting to bring their realm back to life, but then it turns out one of them wants to do something completely different. But we also see a lot of mythological creatures come to life, like we see the Minotaur and we see the Cyclops and the unicorn. Unicorns are real, sort of. And it turns out they are the monster that the other monsters fear. The unicorn is not the happy-go-lucky thing that we've been like brought up on as children. No, they're like bloodthirsty monsters, and that part's kind of awesome. And you know, Darla, who's a big fan of unicorns, she interacts with this bloodthirsty beast, and it's actually kind of adorable. And speaking of Darla, at least adult Darla, Megan Good, my gosh, she is just so fucking good at playing like a child in an adult's body. Like, perfect casting. At the end of the day, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It is an overall fun movie. Like, there's a lot of cliches, there's a lot of stereotypes going on here. It's like when a lot of things happen, you kind of sit there going, oh, okay, this is nothing I have not seen before, which at the same time, it's kind of tough to do something different because there's been millions upon millions of movies since the dawn of time. Well, not dawn of time, since the dawn of film. So many movies. So it's kind of hard to really do something different. But it's like, you can at least try. But everybody in it is great. Zachary Levi really was the perfect casting for Shazam / Captain Marvel, formerly Captain Marvel. He can't be Captain Marvel anymore. But he really is the perfect casting. He like embodies the character. He's so good. Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, they were great in this, which Helen Mirren, not a surprise. Like, even if the movie sucks, Helen Mirren is always good because she's Helen fucking Mirren. And then, of course, we have the two after credits scene, the mid credits and the after credits, which kind of make it seem like Shazam is going to continue, because the mid credit scene features two characters that have been confirmed to be keeping, or two actors that are been confirmed to be keeping their roles in the new DCU. So it does make you wonder, because this was obviously filmed over a year ago, before James Gunn and Peter Safran took over. So it's like, was this the plan back then? Is James Gunn going to keep it? Which I kind of hope he does, because a certain group was mentioned, and it would be kind of cool to see it brought to life. And the after credit scene, very much connected to the first movie, more so than like the movie that's going on right now. It potentially sets up either a third movie, or this characters as the main villain for this group that was mentioned in the mid-credit scene. So, like, there's potentially a lot going on. We could see Zachary Levi back as Shazam in the new DCU. We don't know. We have no idea until this actually starts happening. But ultimately, again, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It's a fun movie. It's not perfect. It's not better than the first one. The first one is amazing, but it's still a fun movie to go and see, sit down and enjoy. I give Shazam 2 a solid B.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.